I love my champion. Ah! Oh, you stupid dragon, I'll get you for this! Hello everyone, and welcome to Digimon Ghost Game, Episode 7, Birds. And the cold intro won't make a lot of sense unless you have seen this episode, which we will be talking about quite a bit in depth, so if you're worried about spoilers and don't understand that reference, you've been warned and may want to watch it on your own.
This might not be the video for you just now.
For we will go very much into depth about birds attacking people and things and Digimon and...
And Hitchcock did it better.
Yes. And Edgar Allan Poe, yes. Nevermore. So, on that note, welcome to our reviews, and let's dive right into Episode 7, which is simply entitled Birds. And I understand why.
Yeah, it's an appropriate title.
It's an appropriate episode, because we are once again back to the formula of we're starting the episode, and it's kind of building up to be kind of creepy again.
Kinda.
Not as bad as some episodes.
No, not even close to some.
No, but it's still setting up as a guy is just hanging out with a bunch of caged birds.
Says you look beautiful. Seems to really like birds.
Yeah, he very much appreciates them, and happens to be looking out the window as more of them are just landing on his,
His crows start landing on his
crows
rail.
start,
Railing outside his window.
landing on the railing, and he just looks up and sees a really big one.
Yeah.
Behind
Big
them.
black silhouette. Yeah.
Yep.
And then he does something with like the window or door. I'm not sure. He like locks it or something, which would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's trying to lock it, if he's trying to open it. I'm not exactly sure what he's trying to do. But suddenly there's just a huge, I'm assuming, gale of wind that just smashes the window in and sends him falling back. He actually doesn't seem all that hurt by it, thankfully, but once again, the Digimon is smashing through property and sends him flying, and these little lights go in and seem to unlock all of the cages, and all the birds just go flying out.
Yep, attach themselves to the locks. The locks seem to come off.
And they just leave him.
And the guy's lying there on his back with his eyes open, not blinking for a while. I'm thinking, did they just kill this guy?
No.
But then he starts crying and says how beautiful it was.
So beautiful, yes. So apparently he's not entirely freaked out by the incident. A little bit, I still think, but not entirely. And then we cut over to a cute little girl who's got, is posting pictures of her little bird online. Mika, I believe, is the name. One of Ruli's friends, followers, whatever quite you want to...
One of the main two she was hanging out a lot during early episodes.
Yep. And she opens the door, and the bird's not there. The cage is... The cage has been opened, and there's a bunch of crows in there. And these crows don't just leave. They literally, go after her. He's got to slam the door in her face. Just freaking out, because it really seems like these birds wanted to hurt her. Until she finally opens it up and sees that, this lock has been melted off on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And Chiruru is nowhere to be seen, her little bird.
Oh, you mentioned the bird's name. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but these birds that have been released, you will never see them, and with one exception until the very end. So, are they with the crew, the flock, or are they being held somewhere?
I'm assuming they're with the flock, but you wouldn't know.
Who knows?
Yep.
And then we cut to Hero and Gammamon.
And Gammamon's very happy.
Yep, bing.
Singing along, making a complete, not being subtle in any way, not that he ever is.
Seems to be,
But, Hero's not even trying to shush him anymore. I guess he's given up on it, because he's in his backpack just singing away. And,
holding his box of chocolate somethings.
Yeah. And he's still calling him champion, even though he has called it chocolate once, so we know he knows the difference, but he still just calls it that anyway.
Yep, and Hero tells him, don't open it till we get back to the dorm. And Gammamon doesn't listen.
Of course he doesn't, yeah. So he spills some out, and there's a crow right there trying to eat.
There's a couple of crows.
Yeah, trying to eat some of it, and they do before he manages to get there, and he is angry at these crows.
Change these crows, but he can't quite catch them. They're a little too fast for his light speed.
Yeah, which makes sense. Most rookies aren't that fast that even a crow can get away from them.
But he's very upset about this. Yes, Hero to buy him some more, and Hero quite correctly says, "You still got some."
Yes.
Spill it all.
Yeah, he seems very calm and correct about this. And so we cut away to the girl Mika talking to all three of our heroes. So apparently Hero was probably on his way to meet with everyone, and she's telling them about what happened, that the birds attacked her and all that. And
her little pet bird is missing, yeah.
And since this is Ruli's friend, I understand easily how she got in touch with them, or, they were like, oh, we can help you, whatever, because it doesn't exactly say how they get there, but since this one's tied to Ruli, it doesn't really need much explaining how they...
It's easy enough to figure out.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they assure her that, we're not sure what happened. We'll look into it. We'll find it.
Really wants to go and explore whatever this is.
Yep. Again, she's being more the adventurous, just go get it type again.
And Yoshiro is more, I don't want to go fight the big giant things that could be bad.
Yes. That's his whole part. So they
being Hero also says, sure, why not?
Yeah. Investigate another Digimon. That's fine by me.
And here really calls Kuroshiro Gachi.
Yeah,
I don't know what that's all about. Even Koshiro doesn't.
Kyoshiro, yes.
Yeah, that's not right. Kyoshiro, yes. Doesn't seem to know what that's all about. So I'm not sure if she's just going to have another nickname for him every episode or what.
I don't know what you're doing, Black Atamon, but thank you for helping this a review. Your input is valued.
Yes, very much so.
Like, comment, and subscribe to see more of this cat.
Yes. So everybody's here, right?
Yep.
Black Atamon.
Yeah, they go outside and to formulate their plan away from the innocent human, and they're trying to figure out, what to do, and they show a report that this giant drone,
they call it a drone,
has been seen leading these crows,
followed by a murder of crows. And credit to whoever knew that it is called Murder of Crows and actually put that in the subtitles.
Yes.
Good job to whoever that is. I don't know who you are, but well done.
Yes, I don't know if in Japanese they would call it murder. Probably not.
Probably not, yeah.
So, so again, these things do show up on camera. People can record these and show these, and it is definitely seeming more and more like there's news reportings of these, that they're not as uncommon. People will start to figure out what's
a lot of people have seen Digimon up to this point. On.
But yeah, so they start talking and trying to, formulate a plan, and it seems like most of it they're gonna leave up to the genius.
Yeah.
Because they bring up that, well, he's exempt from classes.
Yeah, he doesn't get to go to classes, yeah.
Yeah, so
he has a master's degree, apparently. Yeah.
Yes. So literally his job is just being the dorm leader. He's not even a student.
Yeah, so...
Okay,
all
sure.
Right, sure, why not?
So yeah, pretty much, he'll set up the headquarters and they'll start looking into it, the next day. So we actually get to then cut over to where the big crow...
Yes.
Because technically you don't know the Digimon's name yet. I mean, you're watching this show, you're watching these reviews, you know who the giant crow Digimon is. But...
Yes, the bird guy is back.
Yes, and just like in the last episode, he's got offerings in front of him, basically. Yes. It looks like he's practically worshipping this bird savior who's trying to bring the birds to freedom and a utopia for them and everything.
And what does the big crow and what does this Digimon and anything think about this? We don't know, because this Digimon never speaks.
Does not talk. Which, I mean, every season's got a couple of those, but just coming off of 2020 and how many of them didn't talk, it's like, no, stop doing this.
Yeah, no, that's a no-no.
Yeah, not for one your entire episode's going to be centered around. You need to...
Yeah. But the big crow sends out some balls of light around the other crows and turns their eyes menacingly red. Yeah.
Turns their eyes red and everything. Is like...
So are these not crows? Are these other Digimon with them or something? Or, in disguise?
As far as I can tell, they're just crows.
They're actual crows, but
yeah, it's hard to say.
They're pondering.
But it's like, yeah, Digimon sharing their power with humans, with crows, animals. I mean, that doesn't really happen.
Yeah, that's just kind of different.
That's very different.
But then we set up to the Yoshiro's base. Basically his dorm room.
And he's starting to set up headquarters, as he calls it. Yep. Yes. And this is a fun little scene.
Yeah, this is nice. One of the better scenes of this episode by far.
Yes, where, Kyosho's all like, I'm setting up headquarters, we're gonna make it perfect. So Jellymon's like, ooh, let me look at the plans, and just takes them and wanders off, and Kyosho goes chasing after him, and then...
Hero's apparently left Gammamon behind so he can focus on his classes.
I
Which,
get
doesn't make sense. He would be extremely distracting, even in his dematerialized form.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the one time where he literally tore up the principal's office, basically. So, yeah, he can be a little menace. Yeah, so Gammamon just comes over, starts chewing on the laptop cord. Like, no flavor. Like, no, don't do that.
And then randomly we cut Hero again with his buddy from the first couple episodes.
Nomura, yes.
Nomura.
Yes.
Why is he here? Really, no particular reason, just to remember he exists.
Yeah, yes, remembering he exists. Which, some continuity, I don't mind.
Yeah, which is fine.
That's fine. And he's still a little, hitting on all the girls and everything.
He says he's in this club because, 30 years with you.
Yep. He's in the animal wellness group or whatever quite it's called.
Yeah.
And once again, Locke's melted off.
Yeah, we don't actually say anything, but the results have already done. And then we get quite the montage that pretty much it's the same thing and it goes on for quite a while.
And he's rescuing everybody. The biggest one that I saw watching it back a second time is there's a guy literally in this pet store up against the window saying help me, and his clothes are all torn up and looks like he's... Because with Mika there it looked like they attacked him, but everywhere else it didn't seem like that. And there he seemed a bit,
a little roughed up by the birdies.
A little roughed up. Because most crows, they'll try and steal your stuff, but they won't, attack a person.
Yeah, and again, they're never, and again, this isn't, Hitchcock, this isn't the birds, the story where they're actually really trying to rip anything apart. But yeah.
Just odd that a couple of them seem to. I guess every bird's a little different, just like a human, I suppose. And then, finally, after all of this analysis, Kyoshiro is, finally able to figure out...
Yes, he says that they're going in this pattern. It looks like a giant shell.
An ammonite, yes.
Why in the world just randomly freeing out of pet stores and birds and houses would give you a pattern like this? I can't begin to comprehend.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm just not a genius that got a master's degree at 13.
Yes. And then, what does our genius finally figure out that the guy that wants to free all the birds might want to do? Go to the bird sanctuary, where all the birds are.
And Hero's really worried about this because there are some birds of prey there.
And eagles, condors, and vultures, or something. I don't remember the third one.
They could really hurt people. Because, in Japan, hawk killings are right behind heart attacks as leading causes of death, I'm sure.
Yeah, they don't... Birds of prey, never attack people. They might attack your little dog. They're not going to attack people. These ones, are possessed and maybe, something could happen. But generally, it really wouldn't be a problem.
And again, even during this montage, all we saw were crows. There were other birds that would have been freed or from the pet stores and all that.
No, there was one. That was in one of the people's homes. There was a parakeet, a green bird.
Yeah, but that was the one freed, and never saw it freeing anybody else afterwards.
Yes, correct. Okay. Yep.
So where are these freed birds going? Do they have anything to do after being this big crow after being freed? I'm not really sure.
So they say crows are not active at night, which surprises me, being black birds. But I do see them out during the day, so that may very well be the truth. And so in the morning, they are there at the bird sanctuary, waiting for... They have an idea of who the man is, at least.
Yeah, they've seen him in videos.
Talk to people that have done it. They really are kind of acting it like their own little dats.
Yeah, nobody else has picked up on this, apparently, though. So.
Yeah. So they're kind of off on their own. And sure enough, as they're sitting there, he approaches.
Mm-hmm. With the murder of crows.
Yep. And he's just like, who are you? What are those creatures? So he really does not establish it all well, because the thing doesn't talk. That it's a Digimon or anything. So. And
then Gammamon does give us the name of our crow.
Gammamon, or we'll probably just call him Crowmon
from here on,
because that's the English name.
So the other Gammamon's not the worst by far.
No.
But Crowmon's just so much easier on the tongue for me.
Yes.
And he says, this Crowmon here controls darkness, even though everything we've seen to do at this point involves bright lights.
Yeah, it gives birds bright lights. Yep. And uses those lights to melt locks.
So again, we have this nice conversation with the Crowmon about what we're doing and why she's freeing all this and how they might be misunderstanding. No. Gammamon discharges at the crows as revenge for his chocolate.
Yep, for his champion. Yep. And as he's flying in there, Gammamon knows a lot about other Digimon.
Yeah, he's very knowledgeable about other Digimon.
Because he's like, oh my gosh, that's a attack that will reduce you to ones and zeros.
Mikafutsu no Kami.
That.
G screenshot.
Yeah.
I probably pronounced it wrong.
Yeah. And I mean, this is an ultimate level, attack against a rookie. I could see it.
It should not probably go well, yeah.
Should not go well, yeah, so...
At this point, Bird Guy actually jumps in and grabs Hero, too.
Yeah, grabs Hero like a almost full Nelson.
We're going, this is interesting. We got a human, we've got crows going on, and then really, logically, turns on to Ops, turns us into Internet World, and removes the murder crows and other human completely from the equation.
Yes.
Which, again, this is consistent, so I'm not mad about it, but it took away from what could be a much more interesting fight.
An interesting element to the fight. Because, the guy's literally hugging and touching Hero, and Hero just vanishes from his arms. So you literally have to have that bracelet or you're not going.
Yeah.
Because he was right there and very freaked out, like, where'd you go?
Yeah, understandably very confused.
Yeah.
Where's the big crow? Where's everybody else?
Yeah. And we proceed into 3 rookies trying to fight an ultimate.
Internet, yes.
Yeah.
And again, Gammamon again is ready to go jump right and head on again with Gammamon. Like, it really jumps onto him.
Yep.
But looking at this scene, I'm not quite sure what he's jumping on to get to there.
Some trees or something, yeah.
It just does not look right. I mean, the still images you'll never understand it, but I mean, he can fly, so no big deal, but just look kind of... That's one of those animations where I watch a couple times going, nope, still doesn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's a very fast Digimon. They have no chance of, really even catching up to him. Grabs hold of Gammamon, slams him
into Jellymon, through the trees, into the big ocean, into the big lake. This huge splash. And they're not even scratched or bothered in any way, shape, or form.
Well, they kind of stay on the ground for a while.
Okay, they don't fly after him again for a while, no.
Yeah.
But after that, he shoots darkness at him. Apparently the Haguro.
Yes. Which makes everything really dark. And starts smashing the Digimon.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he doesn't go after the humans.
No.
Which seems consistent with it didn't send the crows really after the humans themselves. So
no.
It kind of makes sense. And it's just playing with its food.
Oh, yeah.
It's...
Finally, the darkness goes away, and we see all 3 of them are down on the ground. Pretty much beat, saying, no, look,
leave us.
Tell the tamer, leave behind, we can't beat this, it's too powerful. So, logically here, they turn off the internet, let the bird do their thing, free the other birds, admit defeat, lick their wounds, think about training, get to the others group. No, silly me.
Yeah.
Gammamon flies at it again, trying to get revenge for chocolate.
Yep. And he gets grabbed and thrown goes nearly up into space, above the clouds, but
goes up pretty
really high up. And Crowmon just, fastball specials him down from a
like he did Gammamon and Jellymon, and they weren't really bothered that much.
Yeah. It really didn't seem like it was trying to, delete them. It really did seem like it's just like, get out of my way, just
Yeah.
go away. But again, it didn't tell us this. And as Gammamon's hurtling down towards Earth, Hero's trying to, run up and, I guess, catch him? I don't know.
Sure.
I'm not sure really what he's gonna accomplish. Chase him down, and Gammamon says, Hero, I need to fly. I wish I could fly. Exactly.
He says something like he can't fly because he's going too fast and his wings can't stop him, or
Yeah.
something like that. And this is what it takes to trigger another evolution for him. And again, this is something unique, never seen before. I should really be very interested and care. And it should have been built up really nicely, and it's not.
Yeah, it's just a sudden random digivolution from the Digimon being more in danger than the human or anything.
Yeah, like I said, there's no great bonding thing between them earlier where they went skydiving or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe a little extreme, but
Yeah.
you're exploring the bird sanctuary earlier, and he saw a hawk on a mouse or something. No, nothing like this.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I have nothing against Kaus Gammamon. Kaus Gammamon. I just said Gaugamon for some reason. Kaus Gammamon, yes.
So yeah, he turns into this, and he kind of flies despite not having wings, but had a GM. I mean, Digimon, so who cares, but...
Yeah, he really seems more a glider than a...
Yeah, he's more flying squirrel kind of design, and again, Digimon in an internet. This is not going to... It's going to worry me that they seem to be defying physics into... And Goramon says, you need some updraft to go to flying a line up higher. So, does he or doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Again, this could just be, people writing, the animators writing the script and not quite following what the writer wanted. Just wanted to show him flying around, which, or maybe not.
Yeah.
But he's saying, so he needs up breeze. So, he could use the petite tornado he's famous for using. The whirlwind attack. He's a wind-based Digimon, and we could have teamwork. And, the genius could be directing them where to go so they get the high... No, they're just a random breeze he catches. Up on it.
It's pretty much all...
Starts headbutting the Cromon.
Yes, with Gauss Impact or something, exactly.
He apparently has no range attacks, he just hits things with his head and then kicks him.
Yeah,
and
which apparently does pretty darn well. Really.
Yeah, he really smacks his Cromon around pretty good.
I mean, the Cromon gets right back up after it makes a bit of a crater in the ground, but, and...
So it's like, oh, right, now you've done it. Now you've ticked it off. It's going to show you who's boss. It's going to tell you off. No, it just gets up and flies away.
Nope. No, that's when they decide to go back to the real world.
So apparently he's given up on trying to free the birds.
Yeah, for some reason.
Apparently Gammamon is just that impressive.
And the guy is clearly quite freaked out about suddenly they're back and
taking off without him, yeah. Not what you want to do, so he chases after him.
I'm like, yeah, wait, what about me? And as they're leaving, and Goramon apparently knows everything again.
Yeah.
Starts talking about how Cromon will lead the birds to the Golden City.
Again, if I knew more about the lore about where Gammamon comes from,
yes, that could be.
It would probably make a lot more sense to me, but since I don't, dropping this as the penultimate line in the episode is a little, wait, what?
Yeah, is this something that's going to come up again? I mean, is this like God of Wealth that's, showed up and seemed really important and never going to come up again?
So I'm kind of hoping that kind of ties to that, because other than that, there's not much in this episode.
Yeah.
And then he says some birds will choose to stay with humans, and then we see Mika's...
Chiruru come back.
Chiruru come back and land on Mika's shoulder.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yeah. So, in the end, we got another champion for him.
Yeah, that's the only thing of real significance this episode.
Again, if some of this stuff comes back, if we establish more of humans working with Digimon, this could be the starting point to, build onto that.
And so maybe it's another touch of Digimon with the God and the Golden City thing. I mean, the Black Mass was not even mentioned in this episode, so that doesn't seem like it's going to be anything.
Yeah. There's possible little tie-ins, but at this point, I'm not expecting them to come
I'm not
back.
expecting anything in this episode outside of Gammamon to be of any significance in the future.
Yeah.
Which is extremely disappointing. Outside of Gammamon to be of any significance in the future.
Yeah.
Which is extremely disappointing.
Because we're still early. We need that hook to start building into something.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real plot development here, no character development, no bonding between any people in Digimon.
Yeah, and there's no main villain, really, it seems, around. Unless this bird guy is going to become, the next Karada, all the more power to him if they can manage that, but,
And to be fair, Sabers didn't pick up until...
like 16,
17, so...
Yeah, so...
But that is, unfortunately, that is more the exception of animes from what I've seen.
Yeah. And we get our quick preview of the next episode, The Night Procession of Monsters.
There's a lot of Digimon.
Yeah, coming down the road, apparently. Like, traffic seems stopped and people are freaking out in their cars. And I picked out a Kiwimon, a Unimon, a Thundermon, but there was a bunch.
There's a lot more I wanted to go through again and try to identify them all.
Yeah, those were the easy ones that I just real quickly was able to go, oh, I know who those are. Which, it might be the first anime appearance of Thundermon.
Yeah, he's pretty uncommon.
Yeah. Yeah, again, hopefully, that will establish for sure everybody knows what's going on, and we can start to build off of that of something coming from that or something.
Yeah, and hopefully there's some plot hook. That's what we need at this point.
Yep, that's a big thing. A villain, a plot.
If you're not giving me that, at least give me good character moments building as a team. I mean, they did try to get the base here, which is at least something, but
yeah,
I need more than just that this episode.
Well, thank you for anyone who listened to us ramble on this long. We do appreciate it, and we do it because we're passionate about it. We do very much enjoy it. We do still enjoy the series, even though sometimes we do seem...
Yeah, I don't want to be negative about these episodes. I want really good episodes I can gush over.
Yeah.
Go back and watch our review of episode 2. Really, we'll gush over this if it's good.
Yeah. So, leave a like, leave a comment if there's anything you think we missed or, things we're completely wrong about. Subscribe if you want more Digimon content. And remember, everybody, until next time, keep staying awesome. Take care. Bye-bye.